the first point to make here is that the decision of how the sanctions ends really rests in Moscow above anything else. Russia has the decision to pull back, to accept some kind of a negotiated settlement, and to demonstrate both to Ukraine, to Western Europe, and Eastern Europe, to the United States, that it's serious about respecting those borders going forward. All of that, I think, would, in some matter of time, months, perhaps a few years, lead to the complete reversal of sanctions, in part because I think the Europeans, who are considerably more tied up in the Russian economy than the United States is, would hope to reverse the sanctions and would want to get back doing business. I think the problem, as far as I can tell, is that Russia appears not to be seriously exploring a negotiated settlement. Instead, is looking to continue to attack Ukraine, maybe reposition or take the attacks in a different direction, but to continue those attacks. And that will continue to unify the United States and other partners who are involved in the sanctions regime. And then it will make it that much harder to unravel these sanctions. And one last point here, I would say, is if the United States adds additional sanctions, particularly secondary sanctions, sanctions against a series of companies or others, banks who are doing business with Russians or Russian companies, and expands that secondary sanctions regime, technically it becomes considerably harder to roll that back. Again, it's not the kind of thing that you can do overnight or easily. And so even just at a technical and legal matter, it would be harder to roll those things back. But bottom line, if Russia is willing to stop the war and accept a status quo ante, or to negotiate a settlement with Ukraine's leaders, I would imagine the sanctions would be reversed. But right now, we don't see that.